Hi, welcome back to The Compass, a show where we talk about Christian faith and how it's evolved in today's world. I'm James Wager.
And I'm Brian Roach. Last week we talked about the Texas Heartbeat Bill and looking at abortion from a Christian viewpoint. Today we'll be discussing how to navigate the digital world as Christians.
The digital world is a big one, and people can use it in many different ways.
Let's go to Abby on the street to hear how students use the internet in their everyday lives.
How do you use the internet?
How do I use the internet? Okay. Well, I use it for a lot of different things. Use the internet for communication, for schoolwork. I mean, we have to submit basically every assignment over the internet. So, yeah, I mean, use it for school, use it for work, use it for sports, doing game film, whatever.
What do you think what are the negatives of the internet?
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of negatives to the internet. There's a lot of bad stuff you can find on there quite easily. It's available to everybody, so it's a positive and negative thing. So especially for like younger kids, it's easy to get wrapped up in things that aren't quite that good. But yeah, no, there's a lot of negatives in it, that's for sure. But there's also a lot of positives.
So as Christians, how do you think we should use the internet?
As Christians, I think we should use the internet obviously in a positive manner. Outreach, church programs, just being able to reach people on the internet, because that's how, especially generations coming up, that's the biggest form of like connecting and talking to each other. So using the internet just to be an outreach to the community, so that we're a big presence on the internet, and hopefully more presence than other stuff that could be less influential and negative in other people's lives.
That's good. Thank you.
Thanks, Abby. I'm here with Michaela Carr. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great.
Awesome. Tell us about what you're involved here at SWOOP.
Well, I'm in the MediaCom program, so I love just going around campus taking pictures and helping out with the marketing department.
Awesome. Tell us a bit more about your work. What else do you do?
So I work for a company called Venveo. It's a digital marketing strategy company for building manufacturing materials. And so I do a lot of social media work, some Instagram follower growth tactics and things like that. It's really fun.
Awesome. Now, do you use the internet often?
Oh yes, for everything. For work, for school, for entertainment. It can be used for a lot of things.
Now, how do you think we should use the internet as Christians?
I think that it's good to limit our time on it, because I think the more time we spend on the internet, the more time we start to have a distorted view of reality. Mm-hmm. We compare our lives to others, that, kind of like with social media and things like that. So time limits are definitely very helpful.
Yeah, do you think we can still use the internet with righteous reasons?
I think so. It's definitely a tool that can be used for good or bad, but I think if we just know the limits, again, setting time limits, knowing places that we should and shouldn't go on the internet, that's really important.
Mm-hmm. Do you think that we should probably be cautious as Christians being on the internet often?
Oh, absolutely, because there's so much information out there. I mean, there's false information, and as Christians, we should be looking for the truth, and so that's hard to find sometimes because of that false information.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, thank you so much for being here and getting us involved through the digital world.
This is what winners are made of. This is what leaders are made of. This is what scholars are made of. This is what believers are made of. This is what warriors are made of.
I love the way that Michaela was talking about how, as Christians, we use the internet a lot to the point where we actually compare our own lives to other people.
Yeah, like she said, the internet needs its own balance of use time and how we use it as Christians, because, like she said, there's many places on the internet that we can fall into traps, and we can end up in places that Christians don't really need to be in. And we can also use the internet, like you said, to compare ourselves to other people instead of actually comparing ourselves to Jesus like we're supposed to.
Yeah, absolutely. I definitely think that for myself, I've definitely used it way more than I would think, and just how it's kind of impacted my life, not only from outside being a Christian, but also being one. It's definitely has taken a toll in different ways in my life.
Yeah.
So,
like she said, we need to have the perfect balance in our life of time management on the internet. Let's head to Abby as she talks to some more students about how they use the internet.
All right. So, what do you think the biggest danger for Christians on the internet is?
Just the temptations of like sin in the world. Definitely pornography would be a big one, I think.
So, what do you use the internet for?
I use it for school and for social media and to, I don't know, for watching movies, I guess.
As Christians, what should be the thing that we use the internet for?
Definitely to point people towards God, to use it to like reach out to the world, to reach people who might not know God.
Sweet. Thank you.
Thank you for joining us today. Make sure you tune in next time as we talk about contemporary versus traditional music in the church.